Hey guys, welcome back to my messy office. It is your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm back with another Kickstarter worth checking out. This is Escape from Stalingrad Z. It's a zombie game. Gotta love zombie games. Killing Nazi zombies has always been a favorite pastime of pretty much everyone. Saw this one, caught my attention. It's a little different than some others that I have seen. As you can see, it's 10 days to go from time of filming. I did stumble on this a couple of days ago and didn't have time to film it, but I wanted to make sure and get something up on it before the Kickstarter ended, just in case it is something that's going to catch your attention. And what I really like that they've got going on with this is something I've seen in some other board games, is like the book, right? The narrative book that you flip through, and it's got the tiles effectively in there as the pages. So as you scroll through, you're going through the scenario, the campaign, whatever it is. And they can have a cabin on this page and a little field on this page, and you just deal with it in small little snippets, and it makes a bigger game like this, right? So something like you would think Descent, or what's the other big one? I'll put a picture of up the Western one, where it takes up massive amounts of table space. This can kind of give you that same feel without having to have your entire table covered. All right, so let's start like we always do. We'll watch a video real quick, let you guys see what it shows off, and then show off a little more of the campaign here.
December 10th, 1942. No winter at home could have prepared us for the Russian cold. More and more snow keeps falling. We hear combat behind the Russian lines. Who are they fighting? December 15th. The Dead Walk. We have fled our position. For those without ammunition, we arm ourselves with shovels, axes, and spears. We fight our way through the walking dead towards escape, a trail of headless corpses behind us. December 17th. We rested for a moment in a shattered building, searching for supplies. Much had already been taken, but we filled a pack with ammo and another with medical supplies. We are not alone. A Russian soldier was trying to hide here. Now, the white puffs of breath made her almost seem a friend. We lowered our weapons. December 18th. We have become skilled in cutting down ghouls. Our axes squeal as they chop through them. Their flesh is more like wood than frozen meat. Human jaws shouldn't open that wide. We have staked out 3 escape routes. Head to the airfield, make a run for the train station, or board any remaining boats at the Volga. We must choose a path as the city burns.
All right, so you guys see kind of what I mean there about the narrative playing out as you flip through the pages of the book. I really like that. It's zombies, killing zombies, going through the mission. I mean, what's not to like? Very basic, but appreciate it. And you could tell there's some custom dice in there as well, which I also like. And I think I saw some D12s, which again, it's always nice to see something besides just the generic D6. The levels of backing, and I believe this is Canadian dollars. You can support it because you believe in it, support it to gain access to the pledge later, or they've got a couple of different pledges that are a little unusual. Let's see, it's not the retailer pledge. You can do a PDF escape, right? And you just receive the digital access, digital download, and basically you'll provide your components that way. That's nice for those who want it. I personally don't like that. I don't want to have to print out and make my own games if I don't have to. The next up option, so 36 Canadian, roughly $30 US, is where you just get the book. And this would not be everything you need to play. The character sheets are going to be PDFs that you'll have to print off. Really, you're just getting the book, and you'll see that a little bit farther down. This is more what I'm thinking of leaning towards, and it's still a relatively decent price. We're talking about roughly 50 US. And this box set includes everything that you'll need to play and all stretch goals. Now, when it says everything you need to play, though, that's not miniatures. Keep that in mind. That's not miniatures. And then we go down and see, this is a huge difference. I think they should have had maybe an in-between here, right? Because the basic box set is 50, which again, good price. But the all-in jumps from 50 to 150. So it's 100 more. And this adds in the game, the box set stuff you need to play, and then all the miniatures. And it says 4 miniature sets, 27 minis, and 4 carrying cases. Really, I'm thinking that this has to be something to do with the production run. And I'm anticipating the fact that they didn't have the ability, like, there's not enough people backing it to make it more cost effective as far as the minis are concerned. And that's why there's such a jump in the price, which is kind of like, if the minis were less, I mean, for 27 minis, that just seems kind of high. Now, if the all-in had been roughly 100 versus 150, maybe. But I understand the way the world's going right now. Shipping costs are going up. All other costs are going up. Inflation's through the roof. So we're going to see more and more of this, which again is why I like how they took the option of having the game without the minis, because standees are always cheaper, and I don't mind standees at all. It says the game plays true solo with good AI, simple to implement, or you can do it co-op or versus. So 3 ways to play the game. I don't think versus is going to be horribly great for a game like this, but it's a nice inclusion. Obviously, I think solitaire and co-op are going to be the ways you're going to be looking at playing this game. Really want to show you is what the game comes with, and that's not the picture I'm looking for. The game, okay, here we go. In the book set, you see it's just the book and some tokens. So you get, and yeah, this is the book set, $30. You're going to get the book itself, which is the key thing to play. 19 zombie markers, 8 character markers, 6 doors, and a bunch of play and terrain markers. Honestly, I really think this is all you have to play the game, and you could just supply your own dice. So save yourself a little bit. If you just want to go cheap with it, you can go $30, get yourself a nice little zombie game, be done with it. Personally, I'm leaning kind of towards this, the box set, because it has the same as above, except it includes the dice, which I prefer all my games to have their dice. I don't want to have to worry about digging out my own damn dice. So it's got 12-sided dice and then the action dice, the 33 plastic standee bases, 19 zombie standees, was that 8 character standees, 8 character sheets, which I think are very nice to have, resin hex markers, and 30 weapon and gear markers. I think this is a perfect way to go with a game. Standees are fine. I think they're easier to store even, because you can take them out of their little bases, put them in a container, take it on the road. You don't have to worry about minis and all that crap. And besides, I got a bucket. Who doesn't have buckets of minis they still need to paint? Everyone who has any amount of minis has a wall of shame they haven't finished yet. So I'm not worried about getting more minis. I have extra zombie minis. I'm sure I could come across them if I really want to have that. And the all-in set is the same as above, except you see it adds in these 4 versions of miniatures, 4 box sets worth of miniatures. But again, the cost is so high, and I think that just has to do with the production run that they've got going. And then it shows you a little more of what's in the deluxe set, which is nice that they have the standees and the miniatures. If you want to use both, you have them. In a way, it kind of gives you extra zombies. It says a bonus character mini, the warder. It's really up to you on what you want to get, but I think the cost savings is really big there. I mean, $100 difference is huge. And let's see, what is this? Zombie Master, a very special limited edition set. Only 100 available. Everything from the deluxe set, half scale Grinzer model, 17 exclusive metal models, which if they're pewter, that's worse than plastic. God, I hate pewter. I've always hated those pewter models, so that would be worse for me. It would have to be made out of like steel or something. Limited edition art print painted by the designer. That's cool. Signed rulebook and journal, and have your name listed as a thank you in the rulebook. Let's see if it shows how many of those they've sold. Yeah, they haven't sold as many of those. I wasn't expecting it. That's really a big deal. I would expect close friends and family to back at that level. Still, if you want that, the high end Zombie Master level, there's 77 left, so you got plenty of time if you want that. I really would have liked it if they put a picture of the metal minis, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there that hates pewter uh, miniatures. So, but if they had it like some better metal, yeah, that could be something. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, shows the add-ons. You can get them separately if you want them. I don't think it's cost effective to do so. Get the minis or don't get the minis. I mean, it's $35 for just one of the box sets. So if you get one, you've already bumped up the cost of the game enough that you might as well just go ahead and get all of them. Boss zombies, advanced zombies, beta zombies, and the hero characters. What the hell's a beta zombie? I like that. That's cool. And a little journal that you can get. A fictional journal written by a German soldier chronicling the final days of Stalingrad during the zombie apocalypse. That's a neat little addition. I do like that. And then here it shows what the miniatures look like. And I got to give them to them. They're cool miniatures, very thematic. I like how they're painted up here. They did a very good job with that. And this shows the zombies, the betas, and these are actually pretty decent too, I gotta say. But again, get the base set, like the $50 set, and if you got a resin printer, print, right? No offense, I mean these are great minis. I love the look of them. If they had an extra, like, pay us an extra $15-20 and we'll give you the STL files so you can print your own characters and miniatures and zombies, I would do that in a heartbeat. I would pay extra for the files, but I think just the cost of these is just a little bit too much. Okay, these down here, these look really cool. The Grinzer model, that is excellent. That is a very cool looking mini. And the Omega, that one's really cool looking. Both of these look awesome. I would love to have that Grinzer just to have it, just to paint it up, because it looks so cool. Now, something I saw that did make me have faith in this game and in the Kickstarter itself is this little aspect right here. Download free PDF of the rulebook and the first 5 scenarios. So it's basically the first 5 pages. When a publisher and the designer believe enough in their game to let you try it, right? It's kind of like having a beta of a video game before it releases. They believe it enough. They're like, hey, try our game. You have a little taste. They're like a drug dealer. Here's a little baggie, and you're going to get hooked, and you're going to want some more. That inspires faith to me. That shows me that they believe in their game, and once you try it, you'll want to come back and get some more of it. And down here, it's just showing some more of the stretch goals. Weapons. Looks like some more scenarios, basically pages getting added to it. New scenario, upgraded paper. New scenario, custom D12, which is unlocked. Very nice. Instead of just the white D12, customizing them with blood splatter, like that. Mini campaign, 3 minis added. Like, no, I don't want the minis added. I want something else. That way everyone gets it. Because, like I said, I'm not backing at this level. I wish if I had the extra money, if I didn't have kids, I would absolutely back at the level to get all the minis. Because who doesn't love zombie minis? But I have to be smart about it. And this just shows you a little bit more of how to play the game, and talks about shipping down there at the bottom. But definitely a cool looking campaign, well into its goal. I have no qualms that this game's going to be published. I'm expecting good things from it. And like I said, the real big thing that I like about it, I like the idea that I can take that scenario book, set it on my table, open it to whatever page I'm at, crack out the minis or the standees, boom, and I'm playing. Setup time's going to be minimal. You just got your little player boards, put them down. And if you don't want to spend that much, you can get just as good or almost just as good of a play experience just with the $30 set, right? You don't have to spend a lot to get a good amount of game out of this. I gotta say, I appreciate that. Definitely one to look into. So if you're into the zombie killing dungeon trope, that type of game, Escape from Stalingrad Z definitely looks like one worth checking out. All right, but that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.